Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today I have some really interesting info to share with you about a patch that just recently dropped, which is patch 8, and everything that it addresses, as well as some very interesting speculation in regards to a potentially leaked truck, which we're going to be talking about in just a moment. So if any of those things interest you, be sure to keep watching the video. So first things first, I want to talk about patch 8 and everything that it actually addresses. And if you guys want to read the official release information about patch 8, I will leave a link to it in the description box down below. Now, they've said, we hope you've been enjoying the latest Module map. Today, we bring you more bug fixes, co-op in particular, and improved wheel support. And they've also said, as always, thank you for your continued feedback and support. Now, the patch notes, or at least general patch notes for patch 8 are in co-op. It fixed kicks from the game after Watchtower unlocks and contracts completion. Additional fixes for co-op on a LAN or local area network. Fixed bug where trailer's fuel capacity wasn't displayed according to the selected metric system. Fixed a bug when snorkel functionality for Royal BM17 depended on the installed bumper, which is a very odd one and very specific, but I'm glad they addressed it. And also fixed incorrect collision and behavior of International Transstar 4070A with trapezium bumper and fuel tank attached or other heavy loads. That one I haven't personally experienced, but let me know in the comments down below if that is a bug that you've had personal experience with. I assume it would only be something that you would have experience with if you have a lot of time into using the Transstar in particular. Now, wheels-wise, they've said they've added Logitech True Force wheel G923 support for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. Fixed conflicts between using D-pad and moving the camera using Logitech G920 and G923. Fixed a bug when gear binds were not saved when exiting the game. Fixed a bug when clutch pedal didn't work with the Thrustmaster TX Racing Wheel Leather Edition. Fixed winch not working when using Logitech G SciTech Farm Controller. So, there's a lot of interesting and very specific fixes there, but if any of those have been things that have affected you personally, again, let me know in the comment section below, and also let me know if this update has fixed those things for you. Now, the next part of this is interesting because they've said the team is currently working hard on the next phase of the Season Pass, which will bring new unique maps, missions, vehicles, and more, and then they also plug their Discord. Now, the interesting part there is that they've said that their team is, yet again, hard at work on the next phase of the Season Pass, which means that they're all working on that next, basically they're working on the Yukon and everything that comes with that. So the Yukon update is going to be very, very interesting because, again, a whole new series of maps, new vehicles, and some interesting things that will come as well. Hopefully that also leads us to the new Apache, the Apache 6x6, as well as the Cat telehandler and also some other vehicles that we're going to be talking about very soon. Now let's get on to this very interesting mystery truck. Now, apparently, during some discussions with community members on the SnowRunner Discord, one of the staff members actually shared this. Now, most of the speculation around this truck leads me to believe that it is the Boar 45318. I believe that's the sequence of numbers. And it looks like a upper-end, sort of mid-grade heavy hauler, if that sort of makes any sense at all. And then you start digging around and you find a picture of this and then you go, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Now, so far, the Kenworth C500 is the closest thing in terms of likeness that I've been able to find to the Boar, and it leads me to believe that this could be what that truck is potentially based off of. Now, that picture came directly from the Kenworth website, and so I was kind of like, I was looking at it and I was like, you know, that literally fits into the game so freaking well. I mean, you're talking about you're talking about something that could potentially be a competitor for almost any other heavy haul rig, yet it's in a 6x6 configuration, not an 8x8. And I personally would love to see more heavy haul focused 6x6s, even though I love 8x8s and I love what they represent in the game, because they're kind of the sort of, you know, central focus of a lot of the heavy haul contracts and a lot of the heavy haul missions. But a American, you know, 6x6 heavy hauler that would be something incredible to see. And not to say that we don't have heavy haul 6x6s already, but it would be amazing to see more added to that lineup. And again, if you go back and look at the picture that I previously showed in the video, it seems as though, again, that picture got pulled by that same staff member that posted it in the Discord. It got pulled very quickly, and so that kind of leaves me in the place of like, you weren't supposed to show that, were you? So I'm like, and the fact that, you know, even though now, you know, we have a very low res, kind of a low res look at it, it's still enough to make me go, they have a lot in the works. Like, they have a ton in the works, and we have a ton to be excited about. So, just to sort of recap on all of the stuff that we have coming, especially based on some of the previous videos I've done, obviously we have the Chevy Apache 6x6 coming, we also have that Cat telehandler coming, and now, apparently, we have a truck that is potentially based on a Kenworth C500 coming as well. So, the next round of updates and the next round of Season Pass content definitely is not going to be anything to be disappointed about. As a matter of fact, I find myself being even more excited for this round of Season Pass content than any of the previous rounds, and I was really excited about the previous rounds to begin with. So I think we have a lot to look forward to here, and I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below on the direction that they seem to be going leading into this next round of Season Pass content. Now, also, I would love to hear from the guys that don't have the Season Pass and what you guys think of this past round of updates. Do you think that you guys got enough free content from the game? Do you guys not think you got enough free content from the game? And I'm sure there'll be mixed opinions on this question. There'll be mixed answers. There I'm sure are going to be people that are going to say, well, I think all of it should be free, and there's going to be people that are like, no, I think, you know, they gave us a good amount of content in terms of free content and, you know, Season Pass content. And I think, you know, I get a lot of questions a lot asking, do I think the Season Pass is worth it personally? And honestly, I genuinely do, because I think the Season Pass goes a long way to supporting the fact that the developers want to keep adding content to this game, right? Because developing games is expensive. And I think sometimes we take, or at least some of us, kind of take a little bit for granted the amount of free content that we do get in these games a lot of the time. And speaking of free content, if you guys haven't tried out the trials maps, definitely give them a go. And if you don't know how to get to them, basically all you have to do is go to the main menu of the game, click New Game, and then it'll give you an option to load into any one of the new trials maps, which are basically obstacle course based maps that basically allow you to try to set the best time through any of these obstacle courses. Now, the one I am playing on right now is not an in-game default trials map. It's actually a mod map, and it's a really good mod map. I really, really enjoy it. But either way, if you haven't tried out those trials maps yet, you definitely should give them a go. They sort of have varying degrees of difficulty, and some of them are actually very, very challenging, but they offer a lot of replay value because you can always go back and try to beat that time, or maybe figure out a better, faster, cleaner, smoother route through the actual obstacle course. So the fact that they've got those in the base game now, on consoles especially, is really, really nice, and a really, really nice nod to a lot of the free content that they've been working on alongside the Season Pass content. Now, real quick, I do want to go ahead and touch on the subject of console mods, because they haven't really said much of anything lately apart from reiterating the fact that they are in the works and they are coming. They have not released a release date yet, but I think they're probably sort of kind of keeping their cards close in terms of console mods, because they're probably unsure themselves of when they will happen, because again, a lot of these things in terms of updates, they don't know an exact date until they get full approval from both Sony and Microsoft respectively, and Sony and Microsoft sometimes take a long time to get approval from, and from what I've heard, Sony especially on the PlayStation systems. And that's not just to do with mods on a console, that's with any update in particular, and I'm sure that, you know, Microsoft and Sony may tend to be a little bit extra wary with user-created content, and I've seen that kind of happen in the past. And I know that that there's always going to be the people that say that, well, Farming Simulator did it, and, you know, they have it, and they have it now, so why can't SnowRunner have it right now? There's got to be different challenges, you know, and I'm sure that if it was as easy as Farming Simulator, then SnowRunner would already have them. But they are different games with different engines, different user bases, and different, you know, basically like different makeups entirely. So I wouldn't be surprised if the differences between the two games could be playing a big part in why SnowRunner doesn't have them just yet. Now that we're getting to the end of the video, I would love to know your final thoughts and opinions on any of the things that we discussed in the comment section down below. If you're happy with where it's going, if you're not happy with where it's going, I would love to know either way. And if you enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, turning those notifications on, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to y'all later.